All right. What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Misha. I'm coming to you live once again from Forever Favorite Studios. I am your marketing therapist, and today I am here to tell you why marketing campaigns are important. Okay, so maybe that sounded a little lame, a little bland. Why are marketing campaigns important? Okay, here's what's better if you'd like to hear this. Why you need to do marketing campaigns and why they need to be at least 30 days long. Okay, let's take it back. Okay, so marketing campaigns exist for you to see the measure of what you're putting out there and how much return on your investment of your marketing that you are getting. What is your return on the marketing campaign that you're getting back? Are you making sales? Are you getting engagement? Are people attracted to what it is that you're doing? The marketing strategy is implementing the details within the actual plan. So you have a plan and then you have a strategy. So there's two separate things, number one. Two separate things. So with your strategy, what you're putting into place or plan to put into place, this is what you're carrying out. So let's do a social strategy example. So you have a plan. Say you have a launch that's coming up in December. Say you want this launch to happen the first week of December. Say it is September right now. So you're like, yeah, December 1st, let's carry out these things. And this is beginning of September. All of September, you have this idea phase. You're like, okay, this is how I want it to look. This is what I want the clients to receive. This is how I want to communicate with them. So these are all the ideas. All of September, you have all of your ideas in place. Now, all of October and November, you are implementing your communication strategy for your launch. You have your social strategy like, okay, this is what I want to do for my social content. I want to do a live once a week. I want to make sure that I post twice a week about this specific launch that is coming up. This will be for October and November. And then December 1st comes. It's the beginning of December. So we're not even counting December because why? Literally, it's the week after Thanksgiving. So December 1st comes, you do your launch. You have carried out the strategy that you planned for your launch. You have given yourself enough time as well to measure the things that you did with your marketing strategy. So you have an idea phase, and then you have a marketing phase where, okay, the idea is set. We're not adding any more ideas. This is it. Now it's time to carry out that idea with a strategy. What will you do? How many emails are you sending? How many emails per week? And that adds up per month. How many social posts about this specific launch are you going to be putting out? Is it once daily? Is it 2-3 times a week? For this specific launch. Now, this is just for this specific launch, not talking about other content you might post. And then if there are offline strategies, so if you also have your audience offline, okay, are you putting your foot to work? Are you going to networking events? Or whatever the case, where you also are doing your offline strategy so that you can get a return on knowing. So the purpose of the strategy is to know what works and what doesn't work. I had spoke with someone who did not understand the point or the capability of a marketing strategy. So what I had to express is, well, if you're just throwing yourself out there, that's like not even knowing who you're targeting. You're targeting everybody, and you will get nothing back in return. You're saying everybody can use my product or everybody can use my service. If everybody can, nobody will actually respond to what you're putting out there because it's not for one specific type of person. The same with this strategy. You have a launch that you're trying to get specific people for, but you're just like, I just feel I can just put out a few posts. I put out like 2 or 3 posts for the month and I'm good. All you got to do is that. And then have everybody else share what I put out. My friend, have you tried to do this? No, I'm asking you now. Have you tried to do this? Have you just put it out there and you hope that someone is going to share what you have to offer as you talk about this and you're trying to build your email list? You are hoping that someone else will share, and you're hoping that you might even get a customer because someone else referred you to them. I just don't see how that's being measured. Oh, you did say the number 3. Okay, so if you did 3 posts per month, oh wait, guess what? You're not even going to use more than 30 days because that will be now considered a cold lead. So you're actually going to start promoting 10 days before the launch, and you're only going to do it 3 times. But the rule of thumb was at least 7 times. Your target, your ideal client has to see this at least 7 times. That's what research says. But you're only going to put this out 3 times. Even if you put it out 1 time each day for those 10 days, even if you only did it 1 time, do you think that the strategy that you're going with can be measured? If you're really thinking about this, I'm going to just give you the answer. It's no. That strategy cannot be fully measured because of the length of time that it was out there. You would actually have to try to manually measure it yourself. That's what would have to happen, because using any sort of, it wouldn't even be able to calculate on a good basis because it's not even been out here long enough. Now, if you got some really good software and you were able to measure how many times people are clicking the link, now we're talking. So if you put something out there and that now you're using a trackable link, because I have that with software that I use. I'm able to put a link in, make that trackable, and I can see who's clicking the link, like what IP address is coming from, how many times the link is clicked. All of that information, the data, what time of day, what area of the world, even narrowing down to the state and the city. What side of town? Because, it shows you the IP address. So, I'm saying that marketing campaigns are clearly just vital to the marketing strategy. Many people don't care to use a marketing strategy for several reasons. But number one is going to be because they don't understand how to even use it. So they think it's irrelevant. Those same ones who believe that most likely are not getting the best returns on anything that they're going to put out there. Any offer that you have, you cannot measure the marketing campaign through your strategy, you are not getting a return. I don't even know that what you're trying to offer is going to be followed through unless you're manually doing it yourself. Because most general people who are not in marketing, or people who don't even care to do it, they really only use social media as their own way to promote themselves. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that you're not really serious on the offer that you have and actually reaching that goal and actually getting what you're looking for. For example, if you have a workshop coming up and you wanted 50 people on there, so you know you need to market at least 30 days out. So you're going to put that on the calendar. Hey, marketing begins this day, and all of your marketing pieces are now out. So 30 days later, you have this master class that you're getting ready to do, workshop, whatever, and you're able to measure, because you have also used trackable links. But even if you didn't use trackable links, you're able to see engagement socially, or you're able to see the metrics through your email campaigns, because you can see who opens, you can see how long they're on it, you can see if they go back in it and see. I mean, this is real life data that you can actually see with the software that you use. Now, if you don't have up-to-date technology where you're using software that you're able to measure your email marketing campaigns, or if you're able to measure your social campaigns, then I'd advise you to reach out to me and I can help you with that, because the software that I have is able to do that for you, and I can actually show you, okay, this is where you look, this is how you know you can set up a campaign, you can see a visual workflow, and you can actually see, hey, this strategy doesn't work. We have to use a different strategy. What I find really amusing is I consider myself now a master marketer. Now, I can't say that I've worked with Fortune 500 companies. However, whether you're a Fortune 500 company or you're a small business, using campaigns are going to be the same. The only difference is probably just going to be the budget. So the campaign is going to actually be the same. Okay, so you got, okay, how many emails we're going to do? What does the copy of that look like? Make sure the links are set in there, because you have an email sequence. Now, this must be automated, because ain't nobody about to be sending out manual emails. Now, for your social campaign, we're not sending out manual social posts either. The only thing that's manual is these reels, or if you go on live. That's the only manual thing we need to be doing. Everything needs to be automated, okay? So you have to, and I'm saying have to, yes, you have to set up your email marketing campaign and go, okay, I'm going to send out one email a day, or if it's got to be two, then send out two. But it depends on how long your campaign is, because you may not have to do, that's a lot. Sending out 2 emails a day for 30 days, you know how many unsubscribes you're going to get? Social posts. Now, social is going to be different depending on the following account that you have. Sending out multiple posts a day might be ideal because everybody's not going to see that one post because of how the algorithm works. And then you need to have 3 sets of hashtags that you're going to use for your posts. You need to have different times of day that it's going out. Because depending on your audience, they might only check at night after 8 p.m. Or they might only check in the morning before 10 a.m. So you have to know your audience to know when to get in front of their face. But if you're sending it out to everybody, then I guarantee you're overworking yourself. You're definitely not making any money, and you're probably spending more money than you need to on whatever it is that you are trying to offer. And so I'm trying to save you all a headache. I'm not boasting in my ability. I am actually trying to help, which is why I created this video, because I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Let me help you this way. And you can actually chat with me if you want on directly what it is that you are doing and how your marketing piece is set up and if it's working or not. What I'm saying is marketing campaigns are a must. If you have an offer and you're trying to put it out there, it is best to look at your strategy, set up a campaign, go forth with it. I would advocate going forth for 60 to 90 days. 90 is the sweet spot. And you will know for absolute sure if you should continue that route or if there's holes that you can just kind of patch up and just maneuver, do a different thing within that same strategy, or if you need to scrap it all together. Most of the time, people are like, create the plan, execute the plan, throw the whole plan away. And I'm like, ugh. So many people. So many people are just impatient. If this is you, I'm talking to you right now. If you are impatient with what you have to offer, here's what you should consider. Planning is a must. Marketing goes hand in hand with sales. Most of the time, you're not just going to go live and say, hey, on the very first time, like, hey, I have this offer I'm trying to sell for $3,500. Or I have a $10,000 offer right now going up, and it's going to go fast because you are using your marketing tactic. Oh, it's going to go fast. So you want to be sure to get a spot in my academy that I am doing. You want to make sure that you secure your registration seat so that you don't miss out on this fantastic thing. It is $10,000. Nobody's doing this the first time around. I don't care if it was $25. Tell me who's doing this. The very first time around. You have a brand new offer. You're just getting on live like, yep, this is what it is. That's not even how it goes. Who's going to respond to that? Because you spoke to everybody. You didn't even be super specific. Even if it was your very first offer that you're trying to put out, and you tried to niche down and say, this is for this specific type of person, you're still going to want to gain interest. That's what marketing is. You're marketing yourself. You're going to go live. You're going to market yourself. You're going to say, hey, this is for this type of person. Then you're going to want people to reach back out to you. Or you're going to have a link because maybe you have a funnel. So you're going to say, hey, click this link so that they can learn more about this offer. And they can actually buy that service or product. What actually happens with people who are impatient, there's several things. So I just go through them. People who are impatient, they're saying, okay, like today's the end of October. Now they're like, okay, but we only have 1 month before this thing has to start on December 1st. Well, here's what's happened. Here is what has to happen. Because you still have 30 days and you can get good measurement within that 30-day period. Whatever software you use, even if you're doing ads. I mean, think about it. You're doing an ad for a week. What kind of measurement are you getting? You're not getting very good detailed measures on how the ad produced a sale for you. You might see a sale, but then you're not going to see, okay, this has come from whatever ad. I know within ads and even within landing pages, there's the A/B split, so you can see which one is doing better. That's based off of copy and design. You're just looking at, when you have those A/B splits, you're looking at copy and design. Because if you do it again, you might just switch the copy on a different design. And they are going to base the software or whatever system that you're using doing these A/B splits. They are just going to base that off of, if I clicked on this design with this copy, then I'm going to see more things like this. Okay, so that is pretty much how that A/B split works. I mean, it works fine, but you got to know what you're getting as far as what the A/B split is for. So when you're doing your marketing campaigns, are you going to have an A/B split for your marketing campaign? Is it going to be, oh, here's one campaign, marketing A. There's another campaign, marketing B. Are you going to do that? So overall, marketing campaigns are important. If you have any more questions about marketing campaigns, please reach out, flow.page/Nikki. Please know that I do have an event coming up. I wanted you to know about it. It's Minding Your Own Business, where you will receive a blueprint on the art of thinking. You're going to get nutrition supplements for your brain, and you will have the opportunity to get a VIP private strategy session with me, your marketing therapist. Okay? So in 3 days, I will help you master your creativity and become holistic in all that you do. It's only $47. There are limited spots available now, so there aren't 20 anymore, but they are limited. We have another week, so I want you to register right now. If you go to flow.page/Nikki, you will be able to see this flyer on there, and then you click that link and you'll be able to see how you can register with your name and your email address. Okay, so you'll learn all of this and some more at this masterclass. This is only benefiting you. I mean, I'm taking up my time to do it, but I'm saying you want to learn how to think. You want to know why thinking in the right manner is only going to help you run your own business. It's only going to help you in life general. I mean, think about it, just in life general. I know there's 10 domains of life. So knowing this, you wouldn't be like, oh, marketing campaigns, just because I don't understand it, I don't think it's necessary. You wouldn't be saying that if you knew how to think. So here's where I am. If you need a different strategy, because things are not working for you. Things are not working, so you're going to need a different strategy. Why not get it now before the holidays hit? You want to get this before the holidays hit, because when you plan for your next year, 2022, you're going to want to come in like it's hot. You're not going to want to beat around the bush. You're not going to want to have any type of delays. I want you to put your best foot forward. But if you are thinking the same way that you did today as you did 6 months ago in March, or even back in January at the beginning of the year, you are not where you will need to be for next year. I can guarantee you that. So that is all that I have for now. But I hope to see you in the Zoom room. We'll talk soon.